Spring has definitely sprung in my garden. This is my superior red mulberry. It's leafing out, putting out fruit. I've got new growth on the chaya. A little bit of new growth here. This is an unknown variety of pomegranate. My fig has woken up. My guava still has not woke up. Hopefully soon. It's not dead from that freeze. Other things are getting going. One of my dormant cuttings from a mulberry. It's no longer dormant. I got a few cherry tomatoes to put out. And a few peppers. Got some cool stuff going on in the backyard. Mustard greens are starting to bloom. These guys put out quite a show. The secret to having these come back year after year after year of their own accord is letting them go to seed. Every year you do that, they get stronger and more adapted to their environment. Interesting thing is these little bits right here, you can cut them off, treat them just like you would broccoli. You eat the flowers too. Not all of them are going yet. I got maybe one more harvest. This one's getting going. Peach tree is waking up and blooming. Already got a few peaches. So if somebody tells you you can't have peaches in Florida, they don't know what they're talking about. It's all about getting the right variety. This plum tree hasn't woken up yet. Although I'm starting to get a little bit of bud swell. So pretty soon this plum tree bloomed in the middle of winter on a couple branches and set fruit. Unfortunately, it's protected well enough that I didn't lose any of the fruit that already set. But some of the other branches are starting to bloom now. So it's gonna fully wake up. I'm pulling a lot of weeds out of this bed and trying to get it ready. Still got a lot more to go. That's what's been pulled so far. Asian pear hasn't woke up yet, but it's starting to get bud swell, so it most likely will in the next week or so. I think this guy might just be toast. I'm not sure. The main stem is still alive, so we'll see. Got all the dead trimmed off of here. I don't think we'll have any more freezes, so I'm just putting out some nice fresh new growth. Seems like it's wanting to get going. I gotta get over here, trim the dead off the bananas. This key lime's been blooming on and off for about a month now. It's got a lot of new growth. I mean, a lot of new growth. Satsuma should start blooming here soon. Generally speaking, it blooms the second or third week of March. Not seeing any evidence of it putting on buds yet. But it does have a little bit of new growth starting. Lemon tree's been blooming like mad. Here's some dead blooms from last week. Got some new growth right there. Oh, there's some blooms. There's some more. There's one down there that's all opened up. It'll bloom on and off for the next probably month. More greens. Like I said, I've got these guys where they just come up in the grass. No work necessary. Don't you want weeds that pop up in your lawn that you can eat? These guys are something. I'll tell you what. My native red mulberry is fully woke up. It is getting ready to go to town, and it is covered in berries. It's only going to get more so. Calla lilies are waking up. And this apricot is not showing any signs of waking up at all. Not yet. This is an experimental apricot. You gotta get in here and clear this out still before it gets too hot. Might be hives in there somewhere. I started clearing the other side. Right here in this mess is a pomegranate that's just starting to wake up. World's best mulberry. This is 1 year old. A little over 1 year old. Started off as an 18-inch plant gifted to me by a friend that went through a lot to make sure I got this variety because I really wanted it. And thank you very much. You know who you are. It is waking up, and it looks like it's just going to be covered in berries. Now this variety really wants to be a bush, so that's fine with me. I'll be propagating more of these. I want to create a hedge of them along the back with other things mixed in, of course. And something I missed when I was going through after the freeze. I totally forgot about this guy. This branch right here, you can see there's a tag down there. It's a starfruit. And I don't know if it's going to make it. I guess I'll find out later in the year. Now this one was grafted. So hopefully there's still some viable wood above the graft. This pear remarkably only went dormant like 2 weeks ago. So be a bit of a surprise if this thing actually blooms. Now, my hard pear, that is right here, it's bloomed and produced for me several times. And it does appear I've got some bud swell starting. Not that I can get it to focus on it. Elderberry is blooming. Hopefully it'll set some fruit. There's not a lot of elderberries growing in this immediate area. You drive a few miles down the road and they're everywhere. My pigeon peas don't like cold, so they all died. But that's okay, because there's all these seeds that'll rain down in this area and new ones will pop up just like a weed. That mango is a little worse for the wear. You gotta get over there and cut the dead off. And there's also a Florida home pear over there. It should be waking up in the next week or two, judging by temperatures, because it's supposed to be in the mid to high 80s for the foreseeable week and a half. So they should wake up. I have an interesting volunteer right here. That looks like an English pea to me of some form. Some of the stuff my daughter feeds her guinea pigs and other rodents contains dried whole peas, and she dumps refuge around this particular tree. I'm going to have her move it over to another tree here soon. But that is a good sign right there that I might be able to get it where English peas start volunteering on their own. That'd be great if I could just have English peas popping up out here on their own during the winter, which is the season for most vegetable gardening here in Florida. Here's the remnants of another plant that I've got where they're just volunteering on their own. And this is a black jungle butterbean or lima bean pod. Now, I did have one that survived the winter completely because they are not frost tolerant at all. But while weeding over here, I accidentally ripped it out because I didn't realize it was there. So that kind of sucks. But I've got plenty of these seeds that I set aside during the year, plus ones that rain down, to replant them over here. Really happy with this Scarlet Beauty plum so far. And another one of them plants that is low chill. So if you want a good eating plum, really nice, juicy, fat plum, you live in Central Florida, this is a great variety for you. Extremely low chill, 150 hours or less. Thanks for watching. You have a great day.